Did you catch that? Welcome to the channel, hit that like button, and subscribe so you don't miss a second of this madness. That's how it started, and right after, Sexyy Red made a huge splash. She dropped a shocking bombshell that has everyone in the rap game talking. Apparently, she's been involved with a list of rappers. And not only that, but she's also allegedly been carrying some serious STDs. Fans are absolutely flipping out over it. These rappers who thought they were just walking away with a good time may have gotten a whole lot more than they bargained for. It seems like Red's confidently owning her place, almost like she's the modern-day boogeyman, stirring things up. I mean, it's wild, right? And her confidence? She's basically telling the world, look, I'm giving credit where it's due. It's almost like she's acknowledging her influence and making sure people remember her name. What do you think about all this? People out here throwing shade like they weren't the ones sneaking around with her in secret. It's straight up fake energy. And get this, the drama didn't just surface out of nowhere. The internet had already been buzzing about Sexyy Red's wild reputation. But things took a turn for the crazier after a major revelation from someone deep in the game. Gucci, also known as Third Leg, came forward and admitted to hooking up with her. But hold up, it doesn't stop there. He dropped an even bigger bomb. He tested positive for advanced HSV-2, not just the milder HSV-1. Now that's a whole other level of shocking. And it leaves everyone wondering, why does it seem like every time I see you with someone, this kind of mess follows? At this point, Sexyy Red is like, can I just chill? Can I hang out for a minute? She's basically saying, I'm a grown gangster superhero, leave me alone. But oh boy, that's when the internet completely lost it. People had already been side-eyeing her, calling her a walking disease. But once this news broke, things went into overdrive. The heat got 10 times worse. Sexyy Red had to jump online, quickly clapping back and trying to shut down the rumors while the internet roasted her for allegedly passing infections around. It didn't stop there. Things got downright explosive when one of Gucci's close homies decided to spill all the tea online. This person dropped a full list of women Gucci Third Leg supposedly slept with after he found out he was HSV-2 positive. It didn't take long for the internet to start throwing out guesses like, I bet she's got HPV, or she probably had chlamydia, gonorrhea, and anything else you can catch. And guess who was right there on the list? Yep, Sexyy Red, right alongside. A bunch of OnlyFans stars and some big-name Instagram models. Nobody was really shocked, though. Whispers had already been floating around that something wasn't right behind the scenes. Now, this list had just confirmed all the suspicions people had been quietly sharing. The shady talk had been flying around, and according to the Post, Gucci had either hooked up with, filmed content with, or done both with over 50 different women just this year, all while allegedly carrying HSV-2. That's not just messy, that's reckless on an entirely new level. Meanwhile, Sexyy Red's out here claiming she's the baddest, calling herself a badass who doesn't play any games, hosting the kind of wild, no-holds-barred party where it's all turned up. It's a gangster party, no rules. Get your stuff together, titties out, nipples out, and let loose. But when the rumors started spreading that Gucci might have been the one who passed the infection on to her, things got so hot, Sexyy Red had no choice but to speak up. However, instead of putting the rumors to rest, her response only split people further. Why? Because while she quickly denied ever hooking up with Gucci, she stayed completely silent when it came to the STD talk. Sexyy Red's response? She boldly said she liked it raw, which had people speculating about her past relationships. The internet went wild with all sorts of comments, bringing up everything from old rumors to harsh critiques, and some even started speculating about the type of men she had been involved with. Now, they want that bald head, right? They don't care about the clean look anymore. That move had everyone side-eyeing her hard. If you're clean and have nothing to hide, why not just come out and say it? Instead, she danced around the issue, and now the internet is more convinced than ever that there's a whole lot more going on behind the scenes than she's admitting. Just when you thought things couldn't get any wilder, Sexyy Red's own baby. Daddy jumped into the chaos and threw gasoline on the fire with some explosive accusations. He took to social media, claiming that she intentionally gave him herpes, and that sent the internet into an absolute frenzy. He went off on his Instagram stories, not holding back at all. Even though he admitted he wasn't present when she was allegedly passing things around, he still had a lot to say. He posted, "Y'all favorite rapper, she says she burning everybody, getting burned. You gotta be strong for that NF side. That's not for the weak. And I'm the weak." Charleston White's words hit hard, especially with the timing. His comments came just before Sexyy Red started revealing the names of rappers she allegedly messed with behind the scenes. Now, it's still unclear if Charleston White ever actually hooked up with Sexyy Red himself, but the way he's been talking, it seems like he's been keeping tabs on everything going down. He's fully convinced she's out here spreading herpes left and right to people who don't even see it coming. And Charleston isn't the only one throwing shade either. Things got even messier when Sexyy Red posted a video of herself in a hospital bed on her Instagram stories. She added a cryptic caption that left people scratching their heads. "Me at the doctor waiting on her to tell me why my key March 22nd. We at the buoy bag I need all the out, 'cause big sexy I'm coming to see all the babies I love." The weird hospital post had everyone confused. And of course, it opened the floodgates for even more people to start talking. Chicago rapper Vaughn off 1700 wasted no time and went straight to Facebook to call her out. He accused Sexyy Red of giving him an STD too, posting, "I just got out the shower and my D still stank. What is that? Can't get rid of it?" The drama just kept snowballing, and at this point, it felt like there was no way to escape all. The chaos unfolding online. That situation is uncomfortable on a whole new level, straight up embarrassing. And guess what? Vaughn came back just a few days ago, doubling down on his story. He proudly said, "I messed with Sexyy that night." He's standing 10 toes down on what he said, and the internet is eating it up, going wild with the drama. But it gets even messier. Every time people see Vaughn, they start questioning him like, "Why every time y'all see me, y'all think I'm this way?" He's just trying to chill, trying to hang out, but instead, he's caught up in the chaos. "Oh God, I'm a grown gangster superhero, leave me alone," he says. Meanwhile, Sexyy Red herself once admitted she caught STDs from an ex who, according to her, was running around with other women without protection. Now, everyone's wondering, was she just a victim, caught in the crossfire of someone else's actions? Or did she drag other people into the mess too? To add more fuel to the fire, Sexyy Red just dropped a brand new track called Hoochie Coochie. And of course, she made sure to bring all the extra drama with it. The track only added to the chaos, making the internet buzz even more about everything going on. Instead of keeping things low-key, Sexyy Red decided to blow up some very explicit DMs from a few of your favorite rappers. And when I say these messages were wild, I mean it. People's reactions to the song were already crazy. But once those behind-the-scenes messages started getting out, all hell broke loose. Sexyy didn't leak every single message, but the few she did drop were enough to shut the internet down. These grown men were moving real reckless in her inbox. One rapper slid in with a message saying, "You got the best Parsi," while another got extra bold saying, "I want to..." It only added more fuel to the fire, leaving people shocked and gossiping nonstop about the madness unfolding. Put this stack of art in your heart. Like, what even is that supposed to mean? Sounds like somebody's about to catch a case out here. And trust me, it only gets worse. One wild message read, "You stuck with me. You can't cut me off." Another one straight up begged, "Red, come sit on my face, I love eating." And it didn't stop there. It got even nastier real quick. One dude hit her with, "Do all you know what's going on with you? Do you tell them you're burning, or do you lie to them like you did me?" He kept going, or is you lying? Did you lie to me? Did you tell him the truth? Would you tell him the truth? It was like an interrogation mixed with straight-up disrespect. Then another guy had the nerve to say, "I miss you, 304, followed by, "I'm pushing the fault all out of you when I see you." What is even going on here? It just kept escalating. There was Dirty Tail Bobo and another dude who completely lost it, saying, "I want to suck your pole out lips." And if you thought it couldn't get crazier, someone else dropped a message saying, "Oh, you must have been eating door, you..." Deprived 304, that pole is so wet for me. It's like no one has any filter, and the messages just keep getting more reckless with every new one that comes out. These messages are beyond off the charts. These rappers are out here showing zero shame in their DMs, And Sexyy Red? She's bust my hooks. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Do so. What's a bus? What's bust a jug? Okay, a play. I'm like, okay, go ahead. Go hop in the club. So, they got in a coincidence. He left his phone in a question and left her at the scene. Now, everyone's asking if these are just the messages she chose to share. What else is sitting in those DMs that she's keeping tucked away? The internet is eating this up, and at the same time, a lot of people are side-eyeing their favorite rappers hard right now. The same ones acting cool in public are the same ones blowing up Sexy's inbox behind closed doors, and not in a cute way. This scandal went from messy to downright dark, and at this point, there's no telling what might come out next. People are seriously questioning why Sexyy Red even finds any of this entertaining. Some of the men she's been messing with didn't just slide into her DMs with jokes, they sent full-on threats. And these weren't playful messages either. They sounded straight up dangerous, all because she didn't reply fast enough, didn't link up, or simply said no to something. The whole situation is spiraling, and now it's clear there's way more going on than anyone initially thought. The craziest part? Instead of cutting these dudes off or beefing up her security, Sexyy Red turned around and posted these threats like they were something to flex about. One rapper she's reportedly still dealing with even sent her a chilling message saying, "I'm going to off you next time, be like Eric's, I'm going to get you and snatch you up for no reason." That's beyond just being common, it's a clear danger sign. Then there was this story she shared. Me and my guy were together, but we broke up because he was cheating on me. Then we broke up, I did me, he did him, and eventually we missed each other and came back together. But when we did, something went wrong. We both looked at each other and were like, "What's that smell?" Oh, expletive. That's not love. That's a big flashing red flag. Another person straight up told her, "Get a knife and slit your throat." That's not just a game. Those are serious, dangerous threats. And it didn't stop there. One wild message read, "I'll fire you. Next time for not pulling up while you were in LA, just so I can throw you through the mattress." These weren't just petty DMs. These were straight up scary threats. Now, people are really starting to wonder if Sexyy Red is ignoring some serious danger just to keep up her wild, controversial image. One of the wildest messages she posted said, "Why you just come to LA and ain't see me 304? I'm going to get you next time." This whole situation is escalating, and it's hard to see where it's headed next. That's not just messy, that's a straight up threat. This whole situation is quickly spiraling into a full-on disaster. Even though Sexyy Red tried to keep the names of these dudes hidden, the internet did what it does best, started digging. Before long, two names started flying all over the place, Chief Keef and Boozy. This was especially true after she exposed those weird, threatening messages. One message in particular had people even more suspicious when she said, "I like effing," with drillers, dreadhead killers, and that set off a whole new wave of speculation. Sexyy Red, being a little older, wasn't just a bucket, but that whole drama definitely didn't seem to have anything to do with being contaminated. However, Boozy was already under a heavy microscope at the time, dealing with legal issues, a savage reply, posting a video of herself with Chief Keef, showing off their connection and making it clear she wasn't backing down. The tension between them hit a boiling point as the two women went toe-to-toe, each one trying to prove their place in Keef's life. Sexyy Red wasn't playing around, though. She doubled down, posting even more intimate moments with Keef, making it obvious that she wasn't going anywhere. But Kayla B wasn't just gonna stand by and let it slide. She fired back with another bold statement, claiming her territory even more aggressively. The internet was on fire, watching this whole drama unfold in real time. Fans were divided, some saying Sexyy Red had the upper hand, while others were all in for Kayla B's bold and unapologetic stance. It turned into an all-out digital battle, where the stakes weren't just about Keef, but also about control, pride, and ego. Both women had their fans backing them up, and as the tension grew, it became clear that this wasn't just a fight for Keef's attention. It was a battle for dominance in the messy, chaotic world of social media and public relationships. She didn't hold back, firing off tweet after tweet, calling out Sexyy Red for trying to claim her territory. Kayla was furious, making sure to remind everyone that Keef was hers, no matter how much Sexyy Red tried to play it off. She posted more receipts, this time including the same outfit Keith was wearing at the BET Awards, and questioning why he couldn't even make a clean break. Sexyy Red wasn't fazed by the backlash, though. Instead, she posted more pictures of her and Keith at the event, making sure to show that she was right there by his side. She wasn't backing down, and it was clear she wasn't letting anyone take her place without a fight. The internet was eating this up, with people picking sides and fueling the drama even more. The back and forth continued, each woman taking jabs at the other, throwing shade and sharing more receipts, but neither one of them was giving up on their claim to Keith. It became a full-blown public feud, with fans on both sides engaging in the drama, dissecting every post and tweet. At this point, it wasn't just about Keith anymore. It was about who could hold the crown in the messiest battle for attention. The rumors and speculation around Sexyy Red kept growing, with people questioning if there was more truth behind her comments than she let on. Despite her attempts to brush it off as jokes or playful remarks, a lot of people felt like she wasn't fooling anyone. The streets weren't letting up, and every time she tried to turn the situation around, it only seemed to fuel the fire more. With her lifestyle being put under a microscope and the STD rumors following her, it seemed like she couldn't escape the cloud hanging over her. Some fans and critics believed she was being upfront about her past, while others thought she was hiding the real truth behind her wild antics. People started to wonder if her public persona, wild, unapologetic, and living for the drama, was just a cover for something deeper. But no matter how many times she laughed off the comments or tried to make it seem like it wasn't a big deal, the public couldn't stop talking, and it only made the whole situation messier. The more she tried to keep things under control, the more everything seemed to spiral out of her grasp, leaving fans wondering just how much of the drama was real and how much was for show. As this situation spirals further, it's essential to take a step back and really think about how these kinds of stories play out in the public eye. The internet has a powerful way of amplifying drama, and with the current situation surrounding Sexyy Red, it's easy to see how rumors, gossip, and assumptions can quickly take on a life of their own. When a public figure's personal life is thrust into the spotlight, things can quickly get out of hand, especially when the details are incomplete or based on rumors. In this case, Sexyy Red has found herself at the center of a controversy that seems to grow bigger with every new social media post and every new person getting involved. From STD rumors to explosive DMs, and even threats of violence, this situation has escalated in ways that few could have predicted. The question is, how much of this is based on solid facts, and how much of it is simply the internet's fascination with drama? One thing to consider here is how the internet loves to stir the pot. In this digital age, where information and misinformation travels faster than ever, it's easy for things to snowball into something bigger than they originally were. With the rise of gossip blogs, social media platforms, and